The vanishing hour at Gangaramaya. Every full moon, the temple's ancient clock strikes 13 times. They say it's counting down to when the real devotees come to pray. The clock that shouldn't exist. The ornate timepiece in Gangaramaya's inner courtyard has no maker's mark and no winding mechanism. Monks insist it was donated in 1947 by a widow wearing wet clothes. At 3:15 a.m. on full moon nights, its hands spin backward and the gong sounds 13 times, a phenomenon engineers call impossible. Security footage from 2021 shows the clock's reflection in the temple pond continuing to tick for 17 minutes after the physical clock stops. Tourist who stayed too late 2022. Backpacker Liam Jennings ignored warnings to leave before midnight. His last Instagram story showed the clock reading 3:13 a.m. despite his phone showing 2:47 a.m. Dozens of blurred figures kneeling near the Bodhi tree, their prayer motions perfectly synchronized, a caption reading, "Why do their shadows face the wrong way?" Search teams found his GoPro in the donation box filled with salt water and strands of gray hair. The final video frame shows Liam's face pressed against the lens, whispering they need more teeth for the offering as something with too many joints reaches for him from behind the Buddha statue. The rules of the temple after dark. If the incense smoke curls into numbers, leave immediately. Never accept a lotus flower from a monk you don't recognize. When the cats all stare at the clock tower simultaneously, it has begun. A visiting nun once tried to cover the clock at 3 a.m. They found her kneeling before it in soaking wet robes, her mouth sewn shut with gold temple thread. "Why you should care last, Vesak?" a child reported seeing grandfather monks with fish eyes circling the clock. When police checked, they discovered the pond's koi fish had human teeth growing in their mouths. The temple's head priest merely smiled and said, "The hungry ones always come back during Poya days." Final warning: next time you visit Gangaramaya, check the clock's face carefully. If the numbers appear slightly crooked, if the hands seem to tremble, run before you hear that 13th chime. Can you hear the gears grinding underwater? Note, this story blends Colombo's most sacred site with slow-building cosmic horror, leaving the true nature of the devotees ambiguous to haunt readers' imaginations. Would you like a companion piece about what happens when the clock stops? See you soon in next story.